We all know Africa, unless you're American. Just kidding. Just kidding. Anyway, Africa is the richest continent in the world in terms of natural resources, containing 33% of global resources such as gold, diamonds, phosphates, and oil. Oil! This is not for you, it is for France. Yet over 40% of Africans live in extreme poverty, and 60% rely on just $1 a day. This is due to several factors. 1. Slavery and colonization. Throughout history, Africa has been exploited and colonized by European powers like Britain and France, which carved up its lands, stole its wealth, and enslaved its people. This has deeply affected Africa's political, social, and economic development, with clear ongoing impacts, such as France continuing to exploit African countries and imposing a currency called the African franc, forcing 12 African countries to use it. 2. Political corruption. After African countries gained independence, many national leaders failed to establish strong democratic systems, leading to military rule, dictatorship, widespread bribery, embezzlement, and corruption in governments. This exacerbated social and economic disparities, eroded trust between the people and the government, often resulting in devastating revolutions that plunged the country's economy into despair. 3. Rapid population growth. The swift population growth in Africa puts immense pressure on resources and infrastructure. Africa's population almost doubles every 25 years, expected to reach 2.5 billion by 2050, hindering African development. As the population grows, demands for food, education, housing, and other needs increase, while the state's capacity to meet these demands remains limited. 4. Wars and conflicts. Corruption leads to revolutions that, in turn, cause devastating wars, destabilizing some countries and presenting opportunities for arms trade, oil theft, and economic revitalization. Africa currently witnesses numerous armed conflicts and ethnic disputes, resulting in massive human and material losses, disrupting security and peace. 5. Weak education. In most African countries, education is either weak or inaccessible to all, leading to the spread of myths and ignorance among the people, reducing job opportunities and hindering the economic development process in these developing African nations. 6. External debts. Many African countries suffer from massive external debts due to borrowing to meet their internal affairs, some carrying harsh conditions that cripple the economies of these developing countries, like Sudan, with a debt-to-GDP ratio of 212%. Conclusion. Africa, rich in natural resources, struggles with poverty and underdevelopment due to the legacies of slavery, colonization, conflicts, and corruption. However, does this mean that Africa's fate is sealed with poverty and despair?